What's up, everybody? You're not gonna believe this. The 240 is done, and this man put it together. Sean, I appreciate you. Seth, show him the car, man. So we're gonna walk you through everything that Sean did. I'm actually gonna hand Sean the mic because you guys have heard my voice. Sean has wrapped not only this car, but wrapped the BMW twice, and we're about to do something new to the BMW. We're still figuring it out, but it's about to happen. Sean, step our viewers through everything you did to this car, bro.
All right, so I mean, obviously the biggest thing first would be the body kit that Charles chose. So we went ahead and fitted the body kit. As you guys know, these body kits, they don't come, just bolt-on fitment. So we had the body work at EVS Motors do their magic, and they got it fitting like OEM. As you can tell, like when you see the B-roll, all those body lines match up. All the gaps are clean. And same thing, I mean, the biggest thing with these cars is the side skirts. They're usually always bulging out and they're never fitting perfect. So what we did to make sure that Charles was happy with it was we put that silicone bead there and really sealed it up. And that, in terms for the body kit, that's pretty much it. Something
I did to really mess them up, to be honest, was this is a BN Sports over fender kit, but it's an Urus Type 2 body kit. So they don't go together. Like if I would have got Urus, they probably would have had done a little bit less work, or BN, Origin Lab, right? Because all of those companies make the full body kits and overs, but I did different overs and a different body kit, and there was so much work that needed to be done. And these seams are just OEM. Can you, Seth, let's show them a little bit closer, man. Talk them through this B. We got some RWB-like feel here.
Yes, we do. So basically, I mean, most people, in terms of drift cars, they leave just the over fender bolted on. And I mean, that works, because, they're looking for fast replacement. But, he said he wanted something that he could drift, but also still take to a show and win awards. So I told him, I said, let's go ahead and seal it up and seal up the gap. And so what we did was we did a silicone bead, taped it just like they do on RWBs.
And fenders.
And oh yeah, so that's one thing obviously you can't show now, but maybe once he gets the wheels off at the next shop to do the engine build, they can take the wheels off and they can show you. With this body kit on the rear, we actually built inner fender liners out of metal to basically make it completely OEM, to where looks like when you look up in there, it looks OEM, but it's wide.
It's clean. Let's look at the front of the car, because I think the front is
the front is the best part about this car.
Finished. That's the interesting thing. We still have work left to do up front. Just for my part, we'll have the intercooler in there. We may run a little bit of mesh, but we decided to go with the carbon fiber hood.
Yes, we got the carbon fiber hood from Saibon.
Yeah, Saibon, carbon fiber deck lid from Saibon. And one of the things I want to show really quickly, Seth, pardon the audio, is this is the stuff that people don't notice. Like when you get this kind of an alignment on your hood, so two different aftermarket components, right? You got your Saibon hood, you got your BN Sports fender, and you have your Urus Type 2. But look how these guys have this stuff lined up, man. They did a perfect job. People say, why do you always go to EVS? Like, what's up with EVS? That alignment on my body panels is why I come to EVS. They care, and they make sure they do it like it's show level, but it's a drift car. It is a drift car. Let's talk about the seat, because I put a seat in. You guys know this was like a test fit actually at both seats, and you guys may have seen the video, but he went through quite a bit of custom work, partially because of the bracket that I bought. Talk through what you had to do for that.
Yeah, so what we did was the seat, when he brought the bracket that he brought, basically the seat was sitting way too high. As you can tell, the seat is a very long seat, and there's not much space in between the headliner and the seat, because a lot of the drift guys, when they run aftermarket seats, they actually remove the headliner as a whole, and it's just all metal. So you get that extra 2-inch gap. But what we did was, he wanted to keep it OEM, wanted to keep it where it was. So what we did was we used the factory bracket that he brought with the sliders, and we basically modified the mounting holes to fit and adjust to where it gave him enough space to close the door and enough space to on the headliner, and also you still have that functionality of moving the brackets.
That's right. That's right. It looks amazing. Now, for me, the piece de la resistance, if we haven't shown you all of the little small things like the alignment stuff, the amount of body work they put into it, doing the actual silicone trim, the time that they took to not have a bunch of seams in the wrap. And it's okay to seam a wrap up. It is okay. People do it. But like the roof is all one piece. There's not one seam on the roof. The fenders, the doors, they're one piece. They look amazing. But come around here, Seth. This is something that only, and I'm going to say for me, that only Sean would do and only EVS would do. And we're actually going to show an example of what this is supposed to look like and what this looks about. Talk them through this little piece.
So I was contemplating how clean the build was going already. I said, I can't, at this point, I just can't miss any step. So what I decided to do was I decided to flush the original gas cap with the body kit, which I know, I could tell, I think I haven't seen another person that has done it.
No.
And not just flushing it, I just went the extra mile and I actually made it like an OEM push to open. So now you can literally just click, it pops open, and it is literally like OEM. And same thing when you want to close it up. So yeah, we had to modify the bracket, bend the bracket, you know, modify a lot of stuff to get it to work. I won't go into too detail with that. Had to weld the plate on in order for it to be magnetic. And all you have to do now is click it on, and just like OEM.
Yo, we're going to show you another car here on a lot. Shout out to him. No shade. Nobody does that. And there was no reason to do that. And when people say, you know, how much your wrap cost? I laugh because it's like that kind of work is something that is invaluable to me. Like that level of detail, and that's what you get with Sean, that's what you get with EVS, and that's why you always hear me shouting them out and yelling, because they do those kind of things. We need to get the stance right. There's a few other things we need to work on. I think we still have some more surprises. We're gonna take the seats back to my buddy Cave. They're gonna do our back seats so it actually won't look crazy blue. We'll put the other passenger seat in it, and the next video you guys will probably see is the engine being torn down, man. We appreciate you, son. Thanks for the hard work.
No worries.
Can't wait to build the next car with you guys. If you need wrap, if you need tint, if you even need body work, they do everything here. All kind of custom work. I mean, even some mechanical stuff too, right? Like they'll do springs, they'll do an exhaust, they'll do coilovers, they do all of it. Come check these guys out. I'll link their channel in the description below, but I'll also link all of their information. And if you need anything, come to me. I've actually come and brought my friends and introduced them to these guys, some of the best guys to deal with, man. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.